Welcome to WT History. In this series, we list all the major events that happened in the world in a year, starting from 1776 to 2024. On January 31st, John Marshall was appointed Chief Justice of the United States. Marshall's leadership would transform the Supreme Court into a powerful branch of government. On May 10th, the Pasha of Tripoli declared war on the United States by chopping down the flagpole at the U.S. consulate. This bold act marked the beginning of the First Barbary War, a conflict over piracy and tribute payments in the Mediterranean. On August 1st, the USS Enterprise, a U.S. Navy schooner, captured the Tripolitan corsair Polacca Tripoli in a single-ship action. This victory was a significant early success for the U.S. in the Barbary Wars. On November 16th, the first edition of the New York Evening Post was printed. Founded by Alexander Hamilton, this newspaper would become one of the most influential in American history. On December 19th, South Carolina College was established in Columbia. This institution, a precursor to the University of South Carolina, reflected the growing importance of education in the young nation. On February 9th, the Treaty of Lunéville ended the War of the Second Coalition between France and Austria. The treaty confirmed French control over territories west of the Rhine and recognized several French-backed republics, reshaping the political landscape of Europe. On March 21st, British troops defeated the French at the Battle of Alexandria in Egypt. However, the British commander, Sir Ralph Abercrombie, died from wounds sustained in the battle, marking a bittersweet victory. On June 27th, the siege of Cairo ended as the city fell to British troops. This was a major blow to French ambitions in Egypt. On July 6th, the First Battle of Algeciras saw the French fleet defeat the British fleet, showcasing the ongoing naval rivalry between the two powers. Just 6 days later, on July 12th, the Second Battle of Algeciras took place. This time, the British fleet emerged victorious, defeating the combined French and Spanish fleets. On July 18th, Napoleon Bonaparte signed a Concordat with Pope Pius VII, reconciling the French government with the Catholic Church after years of tension during the Revolution. On February 4th, William Pitt the Younger resigns as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Just over a month later, on March 10th, Great Britain conducted its first ever census. The population of England and Wales was recorded at 8.9 million, with London home to 860,035 residents. Interestingly, only 17% of the English population lived in cities with 20,000 or more people, highlighting the country's predominantly rural character at the time. On March 14th, Henry Addington replaced Pitt as First Lord of the Treasury and Chancellor of the Exchequer, effectively becoming the new Prime Minister. April 2nd saw the First Battle of Copenhagen during the War of the Second Coalition. The British Royal Navy under Admiral Sir Hyde Parker forced Denmark-Norway into an armistice. The real hero of the battle was Vice Admiral Horatio Nelson, who famously ignored orders to retreat by putting his telescope to his blind eye, claiming he couldn't see the signal. His bravery earned him the title of Viscount on May 19th. On May 6th, in a dramatic naval encounter off Barcelona, the British brig HMS Speedy, despite being vastly outmatched, managed to capture the larger Spanish frigate El Gamo. Fast forward to December 24th, Cornish engineers Richard Trevithick and Andrew Vivian successfully demonstrated their steam-powered road locomotive, the Puffing Devil. While this trial proved that steam engines could power vehicles, Trevithick soon realized the limitations of road travel and shifted his focus to rail, leading to the invention of the first steam railway locomotive in 1804. Meanwhile, Thomas Bruce, the 7th Earl of Elgin, began removing the famous Elgin marbles from the Parthenon in Athens. His actions remain controversial to this day, sparking debates about cultural heritage and museum ethics. Please consider subscribing to support the channel. On January 1st, Italian astronomer Giuseppe Piazzi discovered Ceres, the first known asteroid and what we now classify as a dwarf planet in our solar system. This was a major milestone in astronomy. On January 3rd, Haitian revolutionary leader Toussaint Louverture entered Santo Domingo, which had become a colony of Napoleonic France. Later, on July 7th, he introduced a new constitution, declaring himself emperor for life and formally abolishing slavery. His leadership paved the way for Haiti's independence in 1804. On March 23rd, Tsar Paul I of Russia was assassinated. His son, Alexander I, ascended to the throne and would later play a key role in the Napoleonic Wars. On April 21st, Ranjit Singh was invested as Maharaj of Punjab. His reign marked the rise of the Sikh Empire, which became a dominant force in northern India. On June 7th, the War of the Oranges came to an end with the Treaty of Badajoz. Portugal ceded the city of Olivenza to Spain, marking a shift in territorial control. On June 15th, tragedy struck in Madrid when a bull broke through barriers at a bullfight, killing the mayor of Torrejón de Ardoz and another spectator. The incident left many injured and raised concerns about bullfighting safety. On September 24th, Joseph Marie Jarde showcased his revolutionary loom, which used punched cards to control patterns. This innovation laid the foundation for future computing technology. On December 15th, Haji Mustafa Pasha was assassinated in Belgrade by Kucha Kalija, intensifying unrest in the Ottoman-controlled region. Johann Wilhelm Ritter discovered ultraviolet radiation, a crucial step in understanding light waves. Finally, mathematician Carl Friedrich Gauss published his magnum opus, Disquisitiones Arithmeticae, revolutionizing number theory and cementing his legacy as one of the greatest mathematicians of all time. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more historical deep dives. See you next time.